Welcome to the Love Journal, the show that spreads knowledge on love as a vibrational and energetic force. I am your host, Manasara Joseph. This show is for all light workers and truth seekers in our present day world. I invite you to join us bi-weekly for new episodes. Don't forget to subscribe. Ready? Let's go. Welcome back to the Love Journal podcast. Like you all know, we are just launching, and I would appreciate it if you subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss a beat, as we will be publishing new episodes bi-weekly, at least for now. Make sure to review the podcast as well, as it will encourage others to tune into our growing community and be a part of this one big family. Don't forget to follow us on our social media pages, that is Instagram and on Facebook. Our handle is at the Love Journal 3. Our social media pages and stories are loaded with contents that you would appreciate, so be sure to check them out. We're also working on launching our website soon, and we'll create a mailing list so as to help us connect more conveniently. Until then, enjoy the show. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Love Journal, and as you all know, I am your host, Manasara Joseph. We just launched and this is the episode 3 of the Love Journal. I'm excited to be doing this. Today's episode is titled, What is Love? What is love? In my own opinion, love in its entirety is the harmonizing and the revitalizing force of the spiritual universe. As humans, I believe we share a collective destiny, and that is to experience happiness through unconditional love, through free will. I'll take that again. I believe we share a collective destiny as humans, and that destiny is to experience genuine happiness through unconditional love, through free will. I will explain. Individually, we may or may not have figured out our purpose and our destinies. But as a collective, that is as a human race, I believe our destiny is to experience real happiness, or what some people will refer to as heaven. The freedom, the love, the joy, the peace, the happiness, and all of those great virtues we've associated with heaven, or its equivalent in the various religions, is what I'm talking about here. I believe we are all here to evolve, and evolution simply means learning to love, letting go of our ego. Remember this, God is love. So to coexist in the same dimension as the Creator, we must be loving beings ourselves, as opposed to being egoistical. Currently, the world is filled with so much good, as well as evil, from wars to hatred to hunger to suffering, you name them. And the reason for this is lack of love. Let's call that egoism. The less love we have, the more likely it is to act selfishly, the more likely it is that we'll go against one another's free will, even to the extent of harming each other. That is all lack of love. So also the process of learning to love, it's an internal process in which the spirit itself undergoes. It's in the will of our spirits to evolve and go closer to our Creator. And by so doing, the more we evolve, the more we develop this capacity to love, the more our outer world and our external world reflect this inner transformation in which we've been through. Little wonder how religions teach love despite their different and sometimes opposing worldviews. I had a discussion with some friends recently about love, and a friend actually, not some of them, a friend, and he was of the opinion that after this mortal body fades away, that is after death, we wouldn't be needing love anymore. We wouldn't be needing peace, let alone all the lessons we've learned. He believed that we'll go through all of those things, we'll learn all of those virtues for the sake of peaceful coexistence here on earth. And that as soon as this mortal body fades away, as soon as we are dead and we get to heaven, we suddenly become perfect beings. I kind of disagree with that because perfection just doesn't spring forth from nowhere. It has to come forth from somewhere. The spirit never dies. The spirit in itself is immortal. That is, it continues to exist forever. And if we learn these things in the spirit, like I said earlier, we learn love in the spirit. It's an internal transformation. So if we learn all of these things in the spirit, it simply means that even after the mortal body fades away, we tend to carry these great virtues and the lessons learned. So also the wisdom we've acquired to our spiritual nature. We've learned this thing in the spirit, so when the body is gone, when we are dead, we still know these things internally. Now if the Creator is love, like the Bible rightly said, God is love, then we need love to be able to coexist with Him. We need love to be able to experience genuine happiness now that is here on earth and even beyond in the spiritual universe. Simply put, love is the reason. Like I said in the first episode, I believe love is the entire essence of life. Though that's not all, there's more to it. But love is an important aspect that we need to pay attention to. I'm going to end this episode here. If you enjoyed it, I will urge you to subscribe, review the podcast so others can also, from your reviews, they can be motivated to tune in and listen to us and be a part of this growing community and this one big family. So subscribe to the podcast, review it, a honest review really. I would like to know what you think. Don't forget to share it with your friends as well. In the next episode, we're going to be talking about self-love. I believe self-love is the basic foundation and the fundamental of love. I mean, you cannot love your brother if you do not love yourself. And as the Bible rightly said, you cannot say you love God when you do not love your brother. So it starts here at the grassroots. And I believe self-love is the very basic aspect of love in which we need to develop first. So in the next episode, we'll be talking about self-love. See you then, guys. And until then, peace and one love. Thank you for listening. To learn more about the Love Journal, kindly follow us on our social media handles, Instagram and on Facebook. Our handle is at the Love Journal 3. 3 there is a number. Feel free to follow us. We have lots of content on our social media pages that will be of value to you. Thank you.